My Libras, how are you doing? I hope that you're doing amazing. Welcome to this general reading for December. 2022 is almost at an end, and I hope that you're doing well. This is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. We're going to look at your soul path, what is going to be in your best interest, what you want to focus on, so that your life can expand in abundantly positive ways. Remember, this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. And I always like to encourage that if you come across something that really resonates with your heart, place your dominant hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, and claim that for yourself. Okay? Without any further ado, let's get right in it. If any of you are interested in learning to read the tarot, there's some links for my courses down below in the description. There's a link for my free Oracle card reading course, so do check it out. Okay. What do we got for Libra, please? What does Libra need to know? What is the guidance? What is the direction they need to take? And we're obviously going to clarify. Okay, so let's see for Libra. I don't know why I always like to sing in your readings, but it seems to be a thing, you know? I just want to be like, ha ha ha. Let's see. Libra. Is there a stubborn streak here? Stuck in a bit of a rut. What's going on? Why is nothing happening, Libra? That's this guy. Let's see. Journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. Believe in your magic. Believe in yourself. Know that you are plenty, that you are more than enough, that you have got what it takes. Libra, could you possibly have gotten a little bit too serious about life? You know, I know that life can be challenging, and I know that your general nature is really that you want everybody to win, you want everybody to be fine, you want everybody to be good, but are you good? That is the biggest question. Are you good? How are you doing? You know, it's like in Orbit. Like, remember the movie Orbit? How are you doing? You know, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you coping? Are you believing in magic? Are you believing in breakthroughs? Have you maybe been through so many things in life, Libra? So many challenges, so many lessons, so many disappointments, such heartbreak that you're just at a point where you feel like, fuck, you know, can't do it anymore. Have you maybe lost your essence that life is magical, that life is beautiful? I feel that for some of you, you lost that. And it's time to get it back again. Okay? Life is saying to you, you know what? Your head might be a little bit too in the clouds, too everywhere, too focused on the mind space and not on the heart space. This is what has to be done. This is how it has to be done. This is what I got to do. You know, and it's almost like sacrificing the self sometimes, Libra. And when we do that, we sort of like chip off little pieces of ourselves. You know, if you kind of imagine yourself being this beautiful marble statue, and then, you know, everybody comes around and they're like, oh, marble, how amazing. And so you chip off a little piece of marble to them. And, you know, it's in the parts where people can't see. It's like a little bit in the back, a little bit on the side, a little bit on the bottom, a little bit behind the back. So nobody can really see the parts that are being chipped off. But after a while, you know, everything becomes a little bit cracked. And, you know, the cracks are beginning to show. And you sort of lose that beautiful essence of who you are. I feel that for some of you that has happened. And now it's time to reclaim your magic. Okay? The magic that is you. Let's see, what have we got here in cosmic energy here with OSHO Zen Tarot. What is the rebalancing of your cosmic wheel that is meant to take place here with your karma? Because you're coming into a beautiful space, you know. It's life is sort of like inviting you back in. So maybe some things that you've been invited to, some suggestions that have been made to you, Libra. How about doing this? How about doing that? Would you like to go here? Would you like to go there? And you're like, oh, that sounds nice, but I can't. I feel that for many of you, life is giving you this very good invitations, but you're coming back with very logical reasons, quote unquote, for why you can't do it. You know, I can't do this, I can't do that, because I got to do this and this and that. And a lot of the things that you are doing, I'm not saying that you shouldn't help other people, invest in other people's journeys, growth and support, but I feel that you are dwindling away in the process, you know, so you got to water your own garden first before you go and give water to everybody else. Okay? Let's see, beautiful Libras, what do we have in OSHO Zen Tarot for you? What is the, you see the motivation here for you? Understanding. And this is almost like that bird in a gilded cage sometimes, you know. I personally am not meaning to impose my ideas on anybody whatsoever, but personally I am very opposed to keeping birds in cages and whatever. I don't care how big the cage is, because, and the way that I really got this, I remember when I was still living in Cape Town, I went hiking this one day with my cousin, who is an amazing tour guide, and we went on one of those new sort of, we're sort of like testing out how this new route will be experienced by other people. So I was asking me to take it, and it was way up on this mountain. It wasn't Table Mountain, but it was next to Table Mountain, you know, sorry, which is kind of like in that same region. Because the mountain in the middle of Cape Town is quite big, so you normally just get to sort of like see the Table Mountain part, but there's this huge mountain range sort of like in the middle, and everything is sort of like built around that, and then the ocean is around that as well, which is quite incredible. But you know, I saw these birds that were flying up there, and I really got to realize birds shouldn't be kept in captivity, because look at this huge, you know, height that a sparrow can reach and so easily. And for some of you, I feel that you were in this gilded cage, and you're being freed from this gilded cage now. And the realization that you are getting over here, and this is definitely your higher self coming in to support your beautiful, beautiful Libras, is the realization that the door was always open. Some of you didn't want to reach too high. You were playing it small. You were playing it safe. You know, you didn't want to sort of like rattle the cage, so to speak. Whereas your higher self is coming in, the universe is coming in saying to you, Libra, you know, you want to reach higher. Because it's in the reaching of higher that you get to see the beauty that you have always been. You were just not aware of it. And some of you were really, you know, you were trying your best to do the right thing, and all that sort of stuff. So sometimes in life we get stuck by really trying to do the right thing as well. And I can see that for some of you that was it, you know, trying to keep the balance. But then sometimes when we try to keep the balance by playing small, it is actually that very action that is causing the imbalance. Because when we are imbalanced within ourselves, the energy that we give outwards is an imbalanced energy. And then life then on the outside begins to match that for us. Okay, look at this card. It just came out here right away for you from the beautiful Thought Tarot, which I love. I love. Because Thought Tarot is moving past this whole wishy-washy tarot thing that has started to happen, you know, when people were making all sorts of literally bullshit tarot decks, you know. And you have got swiftness, which is the 8 of Wands. Again, sending positive energy in all different directions. It's amazing. You are creating something so positive at the moment, something so beautiful at the moment. So if you do go into a space, Libra, where, and this is something that you want to look out for, because this can happen for you sometimes, where you try to mold yourself to other things, other spaces, to what's comfortable, not taking a stand, that sort of thing. The question you want to ask yourself, is this coming from a point of peace? Peace for the self, okay? If you have to change who you are, if you have to alter who you are to fit in, to be good enough, you're always going to be unhappy, you're always going to be unfulfilled, because then you're coming from a point that is not authentic. And what you give out is what you get back. You can't get something different back. You can only get what you give. You know what I'm saying? So when we do this also, you know, sometimes we'll lose people along the way, you know, and you know, sometimes we want to hear that, but you know, just stay where you are, everything's going to be fine, you know, just love and light the situation. Really? Because sometimes we confuse love and light with sacrificing ourselves, and that never has a good ending. Not for you and not for others. Because sometimes we want to do all this beautiful fluff, love and light, and then you still end up unfulfilled because it's not you. It's not authentic. It's not real, you know? And you cannot create, if you give out darkness, you can't expect to get light back in return. It just doesn't balance. It just doesn't gel. It just doesn't work. All right, Libra, so difficult changes, but very necessary changes that I'm picking up here for you, that has to take place, that has to happen. Okay, I can literally feel it's like I feel the stress and the anxiety that you are having, that you are experiencing. It feels, it's very difficult, but once you're over this hump, things definitely get easier for you. Let's clarify, let's get some additional guidance for you. Some of you have been so deeply hurt. Oh my goodness. So deeply hurt, and somehow I feel that you are not allowed to cry. It's not right for you. It's, I don't know, almost like it's not necessary. That sort of vibe. Let's see. So let's see our clarifying cards. You got the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. This Nine of Wands is a very frequent flyer for everybody's energy. I've done Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and now you. And it keeps up coming up for everybody. It's about healing that inner pain. And you know what? Something that you want to look at, Libra, and you're not familiar with this, there is a link in the description that can help you. It says free natal chart. You want to go see what is the placement for your dark Lilith, Lilith, dark Lilith, or your Lilith, you know, or your South Node. You want to go look and see what that is, because that is sort of like the pain body that we bring into this life. That is just, you know, it's like when you make, I don't know, like it's like when you make scrambled eggs and you put too much milk or too much water in it, you know. It's sort of like it's the bit that sort of messes things up, that messes with the consistency, with the texture of things, you know. There is something that needs to be healed. It's better for you to heal it and cry. Listen, Baba, if you need to cry, cry. Let nobody tell you you're not allowed to cry. Let nobody tell you you're not allowed to feel emotions and pain and whatever. If you need to cry, cry. Some of you are feeling like I shouldn't do this. It's not fair. Crying is one of the most healthiest things to do, and it's a real sign of strength. A lot of times people think crying is a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength, because you need to sort of allow things to move through your body, to flush through your body, you know. Sorry. Because it is that inner wound that needs to be healed, so that you can move forward, so that you can see the solution to whatever's making you feel that you are feeling stuck. Because, you know, we need to alter our minds sometimes. You know, when you still, let me put it to you like this. So when you still have the stuck mentality inside of you, you know, whatever it may happen to be, sometimes we pretend like it's no longer there. I'm just going to put on some sunglasses and pretend that it's not there, but it's there. And sometimes you need to sort of remove that unhealthy coping mechanism, which in many times is denial, acting that it's not there, or even sort of like over the top sort of charity or whatever. Could also be a denial, a way that we have sometimes. Is when you allow it to naturally process, which could be crying, which could be difficulty sleeping. You know, if you can't sleep, you can just as well say, well, what is it that's bothering me, that's keeping me out of sleep at the moment? Energy is also very extreme at this particular point in time, so that can lead to difficulty sleeping as well. I am sleeping like 3 hours a night, you know, which is why in my last 2 weeks videos, you know, you didn't see my face, because while I could still quite sufficiently channel energy, I look so tired, you know. But there's a healing. It's like the thing that needs to be healed is stepping forward once you allow yourself to in a very natural, amicable, respectful towards yourself way, allow whatever's holding you back, you allow that to sort of move through you. You get clarity on what it is that might be holding you back, and it might be what you're not expecting. Okay? Let's see, because there's a real sense of freedom happening here. And for many of you, you can be feeling so like boom, boom, boom at the moment, you know, like everything is sort of like clashing and like sort of bolting into one another. And it's just really because you are ready to go to that next level. So you are beginning to get clarity on the things that are holding you back. Okay. Let's clarify that understanding, that gilded cage vibe that we were speaking about. Chariot energy, Fool energy, Queen of Swords energy. All right, so going forward, some of you are trying to pull the past into wherever it is that you're going, whatever it is that you are doing. No, 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 no. You know, it's like Amy Winehouse used to say, no, no, no. All right. Be careful of striving perfection, that perfection mentality. I need to get everything perfect before I go to that next level. Life is never going to be perfect. That is not how Earth works. It's just not how it works. You know, Earth is a school. It's a learning curve. There's, again, over and over, new beginnings. It's hard, but it's very beneficial for you. And you are, I feel that for some of you, there was a big imbalance between sort of like the mind space and the heart space, the emotions and the logic, where yes, it's great to have emotions, but you may have been too much in the emotions and not sort of like acknowledging, opening up, even respecting your own sort of mental space. You know, it was just off. You're getting way better into that. All right. Sometimes, you know, when we're not in balance with ourselves, when we don't have inner harmony, we then begin to take our cue from the outside, for not always remembering that the outside is a reflection of the inner. So you take motivation from what is not actually working in the first place, in any case. All right, and we don't always see it until we realize it. Let's see this Eight of Wands energy, this swiftness, this beautiful reaching the end of the rainbow, getting that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Five of Wands, Four of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. A lot of you were fighting the inner, fighting the self. Okay. What are some of the things that you are still fighting within yourself? Because those are the things that are holding you back. And sometimes we don't even notice or realize what those things are right away. It's like saying, you know what, I'm so silly. I'm so crazy. Look at me being such a klutz, being so clumsy. Oh, silly me. You know, idiot me. Look at me. I'm such a moron, guys. I'm such a moron. No! You got to stop saying that shit to yourself. You know, because your mind is always listening. We so easily say things to other people that we will never say to ourselves. And you got to start paying attention with what those things are. Because those things are messing things up for you. All right? Many of you are in this energy, the Four of Wands energy, emotional balance, or the marriage card. There's balance here coming about in your life, in love, in career, and some of you have been, and we don't always realize this, but some of you have been in a space where for such a long period of time things were not working out, that now you're getting to a space where things are beginning to work out. Something inside of you is saying, hold up, whoa, 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 whoa. You are about to have a consistently positive experience in life. That is not who you are. Gotta sabotage. Nope, 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 nope. Go for what it is that makes your heart happy and what makes your heart smile there with the Knight of Pentacles, and all the rest will beautifully follow. Okay? So I hope that resonates for you, Libra. I hope that it helps. That's what I got for you. If it does resonate, I would really appreciate you liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. I'll see you next time. Bye.